Alright, today we're going to do a painting style I call Dazzling Drips. Alright, the question of the day is, who is Georgia O'Keeffe? Alright, let's run through the colors.
Red oxide, quin orange, quin magenta, burnt sienna, yellow ochre, cad yellow, primary yellow, titanium white, Mars black.
Alright, today we're going to make a painting in a style I call Dazzling Drips. We just got in this yellow, we got the brown in, and white obviously, and this yellow and a tan here. The tan has mostly been kind of wiped out. It's not really clear except for here that it's there. We have the gesso kind of blending in with the different colors. I did that kind of flip around and spray it really heavily to kind of break up the water drops so it's not quite obviously. It's kind of between washes and drops, so you have that kind of nice blend. I think in this layer we're going to add a lot more of the dark back in to really sharpen those edges to make it pop, and slowly bring in some orange, and then maybe some lights in the middle here. We'll see. Alright, we kind of laid in that nice purple and some of the orange, and again a little of the drip pattern. It's getting a little bit softer. It's still a tiny bit wet, but I'm going to go ahead and add the next layer. So this layer we're going to kind of layer on top of this to kind of cover up that drastic feel and give it a more of a softer touch. Alright, we just finished the I don't know, second or third layer. We have this red oxide kind of pulling through very strong. We have a little bit of the dark coming through, kind of yellow. It's kind of well balanced, but we want to make it a little bit lighter in the middle and darken the edges and unify this transition, I think, a little bit more, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So Georgia O'Keeffe is a famous abstract painter who did these large flower paintings that she did in a later part of her life. She started out kind of, I think, I want to say Georgia or something. I'm getting this totally wrong, somewhere in the Midwest. And then she sent some drawings to Alfred Stieglitz in New York, who's this famous gallerist. He invited her to do a show there. Later they kind of hooked up and got married. And she stayed there, you know, until 1929. And then she decided to take time off and go to New Mexico to paint. And she would travel back and forth until his death. And then after that, she just moved to New Mexico. So she did, you know, a lot of these really cool abstract landscapes while she's in New York of the cityscape. And then later she focused all on kind of Southwestern painting, big flowers, desert landscapes. And yeah, it's quite famous. In Santa Fe, they actually made a museum from her work. And that's the question of the day. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, we just finished the painting. Let's take a closer look. So we have this really nice dark, it was kind of purple. We added kind of a brown layer in there. We have a nice subtle blend with the yellows. I kept some of the drips in this version. It goes into this really nice red, kind of earthy red with the oranges in there, and obviously brown at the bottom. Yeah, this style was pretty good. I liked the drip pattern at the top. The white I'm not totally convinced at the bottom, but you know, it needs kind of that nice distinction, I think, between the reds, the black, the really dark brown, and those layers. I think is pretty good painting. Not my favorite out of all of them, but I think it's pretty good. Hopefully you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe below. And if you want to see the full version, check my Patreon account, and I'll see you in the next painting video. Thanks, guys.